Today on NewsCenter, a look at the KCTM and Convergent Media program Sounds of Our Heritage. Meet the new Greek Life Coordinator and see what students have to say about parking issues on campus. All this and more today on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Alexis Matthews.
And I'm Chelsea Armstrong. This is your news for November 7th, 2013.
The Convergent Media program here at Morehead State have their production Sounds of Our Heritage airing on KET. Brianna Perry has more on the story.
Kentucky Educational Television will feature a production this month titled Sounds of Our Heritage. This program runs 30 minutes and will feature 8 performances. Faculty and students from the Convergent Media program here on campus assisted with the production. Instructor of Mass Communication, Steve Middleton, tells NewsCenter more about this.
In April of last spring, the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music always put on their end of semester concert, which they call Sounds of Our Heritage. And it's all of the bands. They have bands that actually perform with the major. Each student that's a major has to choose a band to perform with, and all the bands have their exhibition of their semester work and a final concert. So this past spring come up again, I mentioned it to Tim and I mentioned it to John Flavel, and they were on board, and we had a dream team of sorts to do the production with. So we filmed their finale concert. Tim Creekmore really put in the extra effort to help us get the lighting right and make sure all of our cameras were synced up, and then especially with editing. And we produced this piece called Sounds of Our Heritage that'll be airing on KET starting next week. The crew was myself, Tim Creekmore, John Flavel, and then 2 students, G and Patrick Broombach.
It was really fun. I've actually never, me being from various places, not from the mainland, I was not really into bluegrass, country, and anything like that. I was more into, reggae, pop, rock and roll. And this was like my first time actually going to a concert where they played country and bluegrass. So I was a bit skeptical, but by the end of the show, I was a bit kind of excited about this new genre of music that I was able to hear.
Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Brianna Perry.
Morehead State University's ROTC program received good news yesterday when U.S. Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell announced that the United States Army has agreed to allow the program to remain open for 2 years. This is a reversal of the Army's previous decision to close the program, giving MSU time to improve their officer production rates. Senator McConnell contacted the U.S. Army after President Wayne Andrews asked for his assistance in keeping the program open at MSU. Senator McConnell says, "Today's announcement is outstanding news for the university, the cadets, and their supporters. I appreciate the Army listening to our concerns and allowing the program to remain active so the students can continue to serve the university and their country."
Morehead State University will hold the 99th Annual Kentucky Academy of Science meeting November 8th and 9th. More than 700 scientists and students from around Kentucky will participate, with more than 400 presenting their latest research. A symposium titled Citizens and Scientists Protecting Kentucky's Water will be held November 8th at 7 p.m. The symposium is open to the public and will be held in room 419 in Reed Hall. The Academy's annual meeting includes an awards banquet to honor selected outstanding scientists and educators in Kentucky and winners of undergraduate and graduate research competitions for outstanding oral and poster presentations in each of the academic sections.
An MSU student organization called Students Empowering Exceptional Individuals presented an award to the Disability Services Coordinator last Tuesday.
Our group decided to give an award to a person on campus who was very accommodating. Well, the person that we could think that would best fit that award would be Evangeline Day, and she is the Disability Services Coordinator, and she's the one that talks to professors and talks to all of us and, makes sure that accommodations happen. So if anybody on campus deserves this award, it would be her. We presented the award at our last SEED meeting, and we are going to formally present the award at SEED's upcoming event, which is Dancing with the Faculty, on November the 12th, and she will be part of the show. It's basically a dance competition of sorts. It's based off of ABC's Dancing with the Stars, and we invite professors, faculty, staff to dance with MSU students as a fundraiser for Seeds organization.
Was actually at a regularly scheduled meeting of SEED. The students just totally surprised me during the course of the meeting with this very amazing engraved trophy. My mixed reaction is that I feel very grateful for that recognition, and at the same time I feel like, you know, I don't know, like I don't deserve it.
November has been proclaimed College Application Month for high school seniors by Governor Steve Beshear. All Kentucky students should consider getting an education beyond high school. The more education you have, the better your chances of finding a well-paying job, Governor Beshear says. The Kentucky Higher Education Assistance Authority is sponsoring College Application Month. KHEAA outreach staff, along with school and community volunteers, will provide hands-on assistance to help seniors complete online applications.
A new Kentucky Mummers play is the revival of a work created in 1998 by Dr. Roma Prindle, Associate Professor of Music, and will premiere in November. MSU's Opera Works presented the work for 3 years, including a 12-day tour of Ireland in 2001. The revival maintains the celebratory aspect of the rich and diverse musical and cultural heritage of the people who settled in the Appalachian Mountains, but also addresses some of the contemporary challenges facing residents of the Kentucky Highlands. The play will be presented on Thursday, November 7th and Friday, November 8th at 7 p.m. at the Rowan County Arts Center.
We'll be right back after the break for a look at weather with Dawn Young and NewsCenter Notices featuring Shelby Steele and Ji Hoon Ha.
Welcome back to NewsCenter. I'm Don Young. Right now, temperature's sitting at around 49 degrees, and it's already almost dark outside. You gotta hate that time of year. You go to work, it's dark, you get back, and it's dark. You just missed your whole day. Right now, a few clouds in the sky. Temperature's around 49. Not too bad. Those temperatures are going to drop. We're going to hit around 29 degrees for a low tonight, so it's going to be quite cool overnight. Not something we're quite used to yet. Nowhere near 78 today. And the low, we're getting pretty close once we get around midnight, but we're not actually going to get down to around 29 until about 6 in the morning. So as we approach that right now, taking a look at your current temperatures across the Commonwealth, 48 degrees in Covington, 50 in Lexington, on down towards Somerset, around 52. Same they're seeing in Ashland. Those are the hot spots. The Derby City also seeing that you kind of got this little V going on of slightly warmer temperatures. But again, those are going to drop. and it's going to cool off. Take a look at your Doppler radar, courtesy of WKYT. Nothing going on. Completely clear across the state. Quite nice. 7 a.m., we already seen that. Noon was pretty nice. Working into our midnight hours, very chilly evening. You can see the temperatures start to significantly drop off after 8 o'clock, and we're going to see that coming into effect. But we'll have an extended look at weather after NewsCenter notices.
Welcome to NewsCenter Notices. I'm here today with Ji Hoon Ha and Shelby Steele. Hi, guys.
Hello.
It's good to have you here today.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
You guys have been working on a project for one of your classes, like a television show. Could you tell us a little bit about what class that is?
We have studio practices, and it's basically we have 2 lab groups. So one lab group is working on a show, and another lab group is working on a show. We both try to sell commercials because it's $200 for us we're going on a real live TV station. So we're selling our commercials so we can buy airtime for that, and then we're learning more of how to do studio stuff and sound and lighting and all that.
Well, that's really exciting that you get some actual airtime on a real TV station. What is your show about?
Our show is about all of us going camping.
Oh, really?
College students going camping, and it's a semi-scripted where we have problems in camping, and that's about it.
So we kind of said what we were going to do beforehand and then did it, so it's kind of a reality, but not technically a reality.
Is it like funny, or is it like?
We think it's funny,
We
but
think it is,
you guys
but
can be a judge if it really is funny.
Oh, well, it sounds, yeah, definitely. I'll be the judge. What challenges? I know that you guys are used to working like in a studio. What challenges did you guys face working, I guess, camping out in the woods?
The hardest, you can go.
The hardest part was we don't have lighting. Like in here, we get to do the lighting and get to do all that, but we didn't have lighting, so we had to use natural lighting. The mics, like if the wind was blowing, we'd had to start over and do all the audio again, and it was really challenging. And one challenge that I had was I have my dog's on the show, and it was really hard doing continuity because I had to always be aware of what I was doing and what she was doing, because if she was off doing her own thing, I'd have to be like, oh, what was Lucy doing? Because I can't tell a dog, like, you need to go over there because that's where you were, you know. So that was really hard for me.
Well, that sounds pretty funny. I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out. And when did you guys say that it airs?
This will be airing on the 15th on Friday, 8:30 p.m. on Channel 10.
And then the following Friday, I think the 22nd at 8:30 as well.
Okay, and the other group as well?
The other group is tomorrow at 8:30, and then the last Friday after hours. It's 4 weeks, so it's theirs, ours, and then theirs again.
4 blocks.
Yeah.
8:30 blocks.
We've done all the commercials ourselves too, so it's
We were able to go around and get around 7 local businesses to pay for commercials so that we could pay for our TV show. So it was a neat thing to do, I reckon.
Well, that's really awesome. Thank you guys for being here today.
No problem.
We'll be right back after the break with an extended look at weather and Sarah Burkhart with Eagle Athletics.
And print. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back. Right now, temperature's still sitting at around 49 degrees outside. Humidity around 44%, so we've cut that back just a little bit. Probably won't see any rain showers for at least a few days, although there is a chance of snow coming next Wednesday. Winds sitting at around 6 miles per hour, and they're in a north-northwest direction, so not a whole lot of wind going on. Right now, current temperatures, right now 52 in Louisville, 52 in Ashland. Lexington seeing temperatures around 50. About the same all across the Commonwealth in the upper 40s and low 50s. So not a whole lot going on there. Even less going on here though. Taking a look at your Doppler radar courtesy of WKYT, nothing going on across the whole state. So that's something we kind of like to see every now and then. Taking a look at your 24-hour planner, moving into 5 o'clock, you can see it was pretty nice out earlier, not too bad. Look at those temperatures dropping off though. Right after 8 o'clock, we're already down to 33 by 11 before we even get to midnight. So it's going to be a really cool night. Remember to wear a coat if you're going out anywhere. Taking a look at your national radar, you can see there's some storms up there. New York getting hit with a little bit of stuff right in there, but those storms are going to push their way on out to the Atlantic Ocean. Nothing we really have to concern ourselves with here in Kentucky. Taking a look at that cloud coverage, you can see a little bit of those storms like I was talking about, and they're kind of pushing their way out that way. Got a little bit going on out in Wyoming and Idaho, but our area here, nice and clear. Tonight, cold, like I was saying, 29 degrees tonight's the low. Sunset around 5:33, so as soon as we leave you after the show, it will probably already be dark outside. So sad times. Tomorrow, actually a pretty nice day, a high of 59, so not too bad for November. Sunrise around 7:11, we got that time change. So we're seeing that already taking effect, and yeah. So let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. 49 tomorrow. Friday, 49 with a low of 31. Saturday, 58. Very nice day. High of 35. Moving into Sunday, some more partly cloudy weather with a high of 55 and a low of 32. And then Monday, another nice day Monday. Monday is going to be nice. High of 58 with a low of 38. Tuesday, chances of showers moving back into the area with about a 30% chance. Only a high of 48 that day. Those temperatures dropping back off for that potential chance of snow moving into the area. Low of 32 over the night Tuesday. Moving into Wednesday, 40% chance. This is where we could see those snow showers move into the area. Now, it's all really going to depend on some of the air that's in the Atlantic Ocean that's moved up from Africa. And if that dry, hot, humid air pushes in, it'll keep it from getting any snow, and we'll just have a little bit of rain showers then. But are you guys happy it's November yet?
I don't know if I'm happy about it, especially not happy about seeing that snow already in the forecast.
And it's already almost Thanksgiving, and we'll probably be Christmas soon enough. I know all the department stores are already covered with Christmas trees and all that good stuff. But that's all we have, and we'll be back.
Your home for the Morehead State Eagles, this is NewsCenter Sports.
Morehead State University's volleyball team extended their conference winning streak to 34 matches this past weekend against Jacksonville State. Junior Laura McDermott slammed a team high of 12 kills. Senior libero Leslie Shellhouse led the way defensively as she had a team high of 13 digs. Morehead returns home this week to host Tennessee State this Friday at 7 p.m. The Morehead State football team lost to Drake University this past weekend with a final score of 56-14. The Eagles slipped to 3-3 in conference play and 3-5 overall. Morehead State quarterback Austin Gaffer threw for 139 yards while also throwing 2 interceptions. Senior defensive back Stephen Lester recorded a career best of 12 tackles. The Eagles return home to play the University of San Diego this Saturday at 1 p.m. The MSU Lady Soccer Eagles took on Eastern Kentucky University last Friday night and came out with the victory. The final score was 4-0. Jade Flory scored 3 of those goals, making her 13th goal of the season. Katie Fox scored the other goal with an impressive 25-yard shot. The win from this game sets the Lady Eagles in the number 2 seed for the upcoming OVC Soccer Championship. Head coach Warren Lipka commented that it was an overall good game for everybody and hopes to come out with the OVC Tournament Championship title. The Lady Eagles begin OVC tournament play tomorrow at 8 p.m. in Martin, Tennessee. The Lady Eagles basketball team dominated in their win against Kentucky Christian University this past Friday. The final score was 95-73. This was the first exhibition game of the season. Therese Robinson scored a team high of 23 points. Right behind her with 17 points was Allie Turner. Catch the Lady Eagles in their first regular season game this Friday at Johnson Arena against Norfolk State. Play begins at 12 p.m. The Morehead State men's basketball team also dominated in their exhibition win over St. Catherine College. The final score was 107-85. The Eagles showed off their depth with 7 Eagles scoring in the double digits. Junior Angelo Warner led the Eagles with 17 points. Senior Drew Kelly finished with a double-double to lead the Eagles on the board. MSU will host Mid-Continent University this Saturday at Johnson at 7 p.m. And now for NewsCenter's famous sports trivia. In what year did MSU football team last win an OVC championship? A. 2000, B. 1992, C. 1966, or D. 1960?
I think it was C, 1966.
I'm going to agree, C, 1966.
I'll go with B, 1992.
Well, the correct answer is C, 1966. But they did win in 2005 the Pioneer Football League Championship for the Southern Division. And we'll be right back after the break.
Conveniently located on the bottom floor of Ada, the Morehead State University bookstore has everything you need and more.
Yo, why are you looking at bags, bro? What you need is a chick magnet. You put me in your room and boom, chicks. That's what I'm talking about.
Recently, Shantae Hurst was named as the new Greek Life Coordinator at MSU, replacing Mike Esposito when he took a new position at Career Services. NewsCenter spoke with Hurst about her new role and experiences with the Greek community.
Well, I have a passion for leadership development. One of the pillars of all fraternal organizations is to develop their members as leaders for the next generation, leaders to continue the advancement of their organizations. And having that passion, really seeing a lot of opportunity for the fraternal community here at MSU to grow, it was something that for me kind of just made sense. Having served as the interim coordinator after Mike Esposito left the position, I had an opportunity to work closely with the fraternity, well, I should say with the interfraternity council and the Panhellenic Council during their formal recruitment seasons. And in doing that, it kind of reignited a passion that I had for Greek life. At my previous institution, I had the opportunity of serving as a graduate advisor for the Panhellenic Council and the Multicultural Greek Council. And being a Greek woman myself, you know, it's something that's always in my heart, a passion that I'll have for the rest of my life. And so I really want to help other students gain a strong Greek experience, a positive Greek experience, and really provide them with the support that they feel that they need, as well as giving them what I know they need.
Beginning Friday, November 8th, Morehead State Public Radio will hold their 9th annual online auction. More than 50 unique items will be featured, including concert tickets, original artwork, and getaway packages. The items will be offered to the highest bidder. The auction begins at 10 a.m. and concludes at 3 p.m. November 13th. Proceeds from the auction will support MSPR's programming, student employment, and community outreach services. The items can be viewed online through MSPR's Facebook page, and additional information is available online at wmky.org.
This Monday, the Student Government Association hosted a parking forum for students where they could discuss any issues they have with parking on campus. NewsCenter was there to hear what all the buzz was about.
It's an important issue on campus for our students. So, at the request of student government, like I said, we always come up and try to talk about any issues of student concerns. They were approached by several students about parking concerns and parking issues, so they brought it to our attention and invited us up. A lot of times we get some of the same type of questions, whether or not should we allow freshmen to bring cars to campus. Your upperclassmen are always for changing that to where you can't bring, but the freshmen in the crowd are always against changing that. So though that usually comes up, there's actually some good suggestions that came out this forum today. One of the things that we're going to look in we're going to look into several things, but one of the things I really liked was maybe the idea of having freshmen limited to where they can park. You know, maybe refer freshmen strictly to overflow and allowing upperclassmen only, and us in the student lots, and requiring freshmen to park in the overflow lots.
We got some really good suggestions, at this forum, and we welcome those. It's sort of like going to the people who are actually down in the trenches doing the work, dealing with what the problems are. Those of us who are in our offices and have been dealing with these things for years, sometimes we have a tendency to overlook things or maybe get a little stale about our thinking and that sort of thing, and we welcome these types of opportunities to have a dialogue with students and get their ideas and take on things. And you'll be surprised probably how many things you'll see be put to use, and certainly are going to be seriously considered as a result of one of these forums.
I ended up being very happy with the turnout and the discussion and the questions that were asked. I think it was very informative, and I think a lot of students are going to benefit from it now. It's a concern we hear a lot in SGA every week, because we're here for the students, but they are complaining about the same parking issues every week, so we decided this would be the best solution.
Due to the parking forum, NewsCenter asked students their thoughts about parking on campus.
Maybe open up, I know the parking lot that's over, kind of down by the athletic fields, they've changed the zoning for that this year, so maybe open that back up to students or create a new parking lot somewhere.
I don't really have an issue with the parking on campus. I really like parking in overflow. I think it's pretty convenient because I live in Cartmel. I think one of the big issues is if they would designate the parking areas near the halls to the hall, it would be a little less of an issue. But other than that, I don't really see an issue with the parking.
I don't live down here, so I park in overflow and walk.
There's not enough student parking, and so many students that there's not enough overflow parking either.
On behalf of Dawn Young with weather, Sarah Burkhart with sports, and the rest of the NewsCenter team, I'm Alexis Matthews.
And I'm Chelsea Armstrong. Have a great evening.